So salat literally means what? It means nothing more than dua. That's what salat means. Technically, what does salat mean? Come on, it's more than that.
Dua.
See, we got to get out of this thing of translating words. What do it mean? It's the difference. Salat means, this is what salat means literally. Salat means...
A group of actions.
Come on, let's see.
No, I was about to say
Same thing,
a series
of actions and such and such.
Salat means it's the prayer that begins with takbir and ends with assalamu alaikum. That's salat technical. And then you got to be facing Qibla. There's conditions with that. That's what salat means technically. But literally, it just means dua. So, right? So
I see what you're saying. Like the actual literal meaning of it is dua. But then our usage of it, the usage of it is all the other stuff that's involved in the lining up, the imam, all that. Huh?
Like the word sirah. Like sirah can be applied to more than just the Prophet, but a lot of times that's when you say the
sirah, you think of him.
Right.
Or hadith.
Literally means
just
biography.
Yeah.
even the word sunnah, right? I mean,
even sunnah has a meaning. But what does sunnah mean literally?
We don't know.
the way, like the path or the.
It could, but not really. But how do we use sunnah?
We use the sunnah as being anything that the Prophet said, did, or gave his tacit approval.
Okay. So now, somewhere along that line, the meaning, the technical meaning and this literal meaning have to merge. Sunnah means custom.
Wow.
Custom. That's what it means.
Accustomed to doing. Yeah.
Right? So we're gonna follow somebody's sunnah. If we got to, I'd rather follow that of the Prophet.
So that's why when people say Allah's sunnahs, they mean what Allah has customarily done throughout the history. Like, okay.
Or ordered us.
Or ordered us
Allah
to
don't do it.
No. Oh, yeah. No,
Right?
Yeah.
That's Allah. Like, there's no changing Allah's sunnah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Allah's going to make the sun come up a certain way. He ain't changing that.
Unless he changes that.
Right. Okay.
Until that day.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So we see, I mean, the first sentence is very simple. We use it all the time. So a couple of new words, maybe sayyid, right? And so that you see the pronouns, the attached pronouns, right? Sallallahu wa sallallahu ala sayyidi. And you see ala is our preposition, right? So that's why sayyidi. Can't be anything else. See, this is all grammar now. This is all grammar now. Ala sayyidina Muhammadin. You notice now? Look. Now, notice Muhammadin. We can take Sayyidina out. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin.
Right.
You see? Who's Muhammad? Sayyidina. Who's Sayyidina? Muhammad. See?
So when you say the Sayyidina, the reason that that the jar is on the dal is because
no, let's say it correctly.
The
reason why it is majroor.
Madrur.
Be kasra with kasra.
Madrur with kasra.
What
on
made it majroor?
The ala.
There you go.
But what I'm saying is the reason, like, because na is added on to it.
Go ahead.
And the reason that's not is because it can't be changed, because the
right.
hearts can't be changed. So that's why they put it on the.
No, wait a minute. Go ahead.
Because I'm trying to figure out why it's not on that
what? Because you can take the noon away. What if we what do you just want to say on the master, on a leader?
On the leader. Okay.
Then what would it be? It would still be Sayyidi, right?
Yes, because of that.
The noon is there, or the pronoun is there, is just to define it, right?
Yes.
Because that's the difference between an indefinite and definite. Now.
Okay, all right.
So that has nothing, the attached pronoun has nothing to do with the i'rab.
That's what I was trying to get to. That's what I was
thinking. The attached pronoun has no bearing on i'rab whatsoever. It's not, in other words, that na is not making it marfu, it's not making it mansub or majrur in this case for now. Has no bearing whatsoever. Now,
Sayyidi.
Sayyid. Because it's a shut over the yeah.
Sayyidina.
Sayyid
is generic, like not definite. Indefinite.
Indefinite now.
So just because is it like functioning as an adjective like or because you were saying it didn't have to be there because I guess the Allah is affecting Sayyid.
Allah is affecting Sayyidi now.
And is affecting Muhammad.
Right. One of the words is considered a follower.
Muhammad's a follower.
Muhammad is a follower.
Oh.
Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim is a good example. We went over this, a little while ago. I don't know if you were in class that time. Look at Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Right? Bismillah, right? Here I didn't put the haraka on here because, we know this already. But Bismillah, what? What's the i'rab of Allah's name? He be exalted. What's the...
Majroor with kasra.
Majroor with kasra. Why is it majroor with kasra?
Because of the back.
Because of Bismillah.
Come on.
In the name of...
It was following...
No, come on. Why is Allah's name may be exalted majroor with kasra?
What's it
called?
Mudaf. I was always everybody was trying to get it. I was like, what's the name?
That's why. Yeah. Right? So the first word is is. And why is that majroor?
Because of the back.
Because of the back. All right? It should be ismullah, but because of the bad is bismi. Right?
Yes.
So now we have Allah's name. Bismillahi. Why is it majroor? Because it's the mudaf ilayh. All right? Now let's go to Ar-Rahman. What? Ni. Why is it? And then Ar-Rahim. Me. Right? And we don't have the vowels on here, but that's the reading. Right? Everybody with me? Yeah. Everybody, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's work backwards. Let's start from Ar-Rahim. Ar-Rahim is, what's the i'rab of Ar-Rahim?
Majroor with kasra.
Majroor with kasra. And now once you say that, now you have to prove it. Why is it majroor with kasra? In other words, what made it majroor? What made it take that particular case ending?
Does it follow Allah?
It's not following Allah.
It's following Rahman.
It's following Rahman.
But then why is Rahman?
Right. And so exactly. So why is Rahman majroor?
Because
it follows Allah. But how is it following Allah now? That's the question for you now.
Because isn't it being...
It's descriptive. It's descriptive.
Not object. A follower, in Arabic we have, it's like an adjective. In Arabic, right, we went over this here. This concept here is it's the difference between high school and college. This is a college explanation. But I'm going to give you the high school explanation. The high school explanation is because it's an adjective. But that's not the true thing in grammar. So I want you, for the record, that's not the real thing. It's bedel, right? For the record. Anybody see this? Anybody say no? Khalifa, it's bedel in Arabic. And bedel in Arabic means it's a name that can take the place of another name. It's unlike an adjective. An adjective, an adjective gives a description of someone or something, right? Whereas when we call it a bedel, badel lam. Right? It's, in English, they call it a positive or that word again.
Always something hard in English, man.
Yeah. Don't even worry about it.
I don't.
Look, it's like this. I give you an example like this here. You remember when you was in grade school or something? You was in school or on the block growing up, at the store, right? We used to go to the store called Red Star. Somebody sold the meats and whatnot. Remember them stores? Them kind of stores. You meet, the butcher. Somebody. Yeah,
I remember we had them in Philly. Yeah. Every Saturday morning, they'd be packed with the sawdust on the floor.
Anyway, slipped all over the place.
Yeah.
The smell of pork
all over the place. Get a number.
But, yeah, that was that store. That's Red Star. Yeah. You go in them stores, right?
He's not old enough.
Now, he's not from the north.
Yeah,
that's why. It's the northern thing. Or go to the bakery.
Yeah.
The baker. But the baker had a name. The teacher. We call him teacher, but he had a name. That's a bedel. You can substitute. Either refer to that person by Mr. So-and-so or the mailman.
I was about to ask you that, but I thought that wouldn't be correct because I thought the teacher would be an adjective because it's describing who that person is.
No. Because if, in other words, who is Mr. Jones?
He's the teacher.
He's the teacher. Who's the teacher?
Mr. Jones.
Right. An adjective is this here.
Mr. Jones is heavy.
It's tall.
Tall.
The tall person don't necessarily refer to Mr. Jones exclusively. It's just in this case. In other words, if you take Mr. Jones out, who's tall?
Anybody.
It can be anybody. That's an adjective.
Okay. This is like almost like
another name for the,
It's like right. It's
like if you said Khalifa owns a store and he's the proprietor. Right. Would that be it?
It's almost like
it's close.
Okay.
It's almost like a noun that can be used as an adjective.
Yes, I mean it's an adjective in one sense.
Right.
But here, in other words, let's keep in look this. If we say who's Allah, we say Allah is Ar-Rahman. Who is Ar-Rahman?
All right.
Nobody else.
Allah.
He's Allah. That's what we're saying. In other words, if you call Allah,
they're interchangeable.
You can say Allah, you can say Ar-Rahman. It still points to.
We know who it is.
Or it's like this. If we say Muhammad, and we say Al-Mustafa. Who's Al-Mustafa?
Muhammad.
Or we say Rasulullah. Who's Rasulullah? Muhammad.
Or As-Sadiq.
As-Sadiq is who?
Abu
Bakr. Who's Abu Bakr?
Who's
Farouk?
Umar.
You see, that's the meaning. One word name can be substituted for another name.
Abu Qasim will still be the Rasul.
No, that's not Badr now.
That's not
Badr. That's not in Arabic. That's not considered Badr now. Oh. Although we may use it like that, but it's not considered Badr now.
That question: Does adding the definite article, does that make it bundle?
No.
Okay.
For a follower, the conditions for a follower are that the follower is gonna, meaning in Arabic, we write from right to left. So right now, like if we're looking at the Basmala, right? If we say, right now, then we have, this is considered the follower. In English, using the grammar term, this is considered a follower, right? A follower can't be a follower unless it comes after something. So here so this is what it's following. It's following here in Allah's name. So now you ask yourself, what are all the properties about Allah's name? One, we see that it's definite, right? It's majroor.
With kasra. B kasra.
Right? So the follower is going to take all the same characteristics too. That's what, even if it was just a simple adjective, it'd be the same thing.
Because it's a follower, so
right.
it follows,
so it follows this, whatever
gender.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's a follower's a follower. It doesn't matter whether it's this type or the adjective type. A follower has to whatever it's following, it follows.
In all of those categories.
In all those, right? So, meaning that if it's definite, it's going to be definite. If it's indefinite, it's going to be indefinite. If it's masculine, it's going to be masculine.
Plural, anything.
Right.
All that.
That's a follower follows. So you analyze whatever is following them, and that's just transferred to the next thing. Now, watch. So then we say, Ar-Rahim. We can go a lot of different ways. Let's say we said this here is better, right? We say in Arabic, Badal land. We say that's better. Okay? Or right? Or sifa. Sifa means adjective. Sifa means adjective.
Word.
Right? We have two words for sifa, or we say not. Noon, ayn, ta. Not. Right? Both of these mean adjective.
Nah.
Okay? Okay? Right with me?
Uh-huh.
Okay? Okay. So let's leave off the fact we're gonna go with the concept that we say that it's a sifa.
Sifa.
Okay, or not.
Nah.
Both of those words are interchangeable.
Okay.
Okay? Okay? A sifa has to follow something or someone. Okay? And this is true for all followers. Okay? So whatever is followed, like in this case, it's following Allah, may He be exalted, right? So in Arabic, so if this here, if we're saying that this is a sifa or not, then grammatically, what is Allah now? What word is that? In English, what would you call it? See, because you got to make up words. In Arabic, it's a real word. Huh?
Proper noun?
No. Based on this, if it's a sifa or not, but whatever you want to use. We know this is an adjective. Let's say this is an adjective, right? We know Rahman is an adjective. Right? Everybody with me? Then what's Allah in grammar?
The subject.
A noun.
No, it's a noun.
We just talk about this now, right? Nothing else. Just
Okay.
that. We know it's a noun.
Yeah.
That ain't no big secret. You ain't letting that out of the bag. No. Based on the fact that it's a sifa. See, this is why you have to apply Arabic reasoning.
Because this, I'm sorry.
You gotta apply, and we went over this skill. Maybe today it's gonna come out. It's gonna show. Okay, now I need to know what I need to apply. Look. I'm gonna explain something. I'm gonna just use another example to try to make it a little bit more realistic for us. Okay. If we say, for an example,
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
if we say, for an example, al-baytu jadid.
Is the house new?
Huh?
Is the house new?
Say it again.
The house is new?
The house is new. Everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Okay, so
Okay.
do we know that it's a noun because it's
Baby, how do you know it's a noun?
It's definite.
No, how do you know this is a noun? Look at it.
There's a definite article.
That's it right there. How do you know this is a noun?
Because it ends in tanween.
That's it. That has nothing to do with,
Anything else?
right? A sifa has to be a noun. What else is it going to be? Has to be a noun. I mean, there's other ways, you can write like, say, like more technical, we can say like a full sentence could be a sifa.
Because that is a full sentence.
This is a sentence, but right now this is subject and what?
Khabar.
Cover. Mubtada and,
Khabar.
right? Right? Everybody with me?
Uh-huh.
Right? Now we want to turn this down into an adjective. Phrase. Okay? So we can say, al-baytu jadid. Al-baytu al-jadid.
Do.
Okay? I see that?
The first one is the house is new. The second one is the new house, right?
One moment, yes.
Right?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out because you don't want to answer too quick. You don't want to answer too quick with Khalid.
Walaikum salam.
Might get blasted on. Where the cookies at?
That was it. Yeah, I was eating while I was walking in. Yeah, man.
that's why you want to be like this. I'm making
Yeah, like I had a cookie left when he got here. At least he gave me one. Alhamdulillah. I can't complain.
I got a splinter, right? And since I had a splinter, like, it was
Okay.
just, my body was trying to push it out. Yeah. I could see it, and when I just ripped it open, and like,
Okay,
squeezed it, I
inshallah.
could see a little stick coming. That little tiny stick was causing
Okay, okay, okay.
This little tiny stick.
when I used to cut hair, I had somebody's hand.
Okay, inshallah.
Foot.
Oh,
And he corkscrewed it.
Walaikum salam. Okay, harf one. Right? So we can say al-baytu al-jadid, or we can say baytun jadidun. Okay? Right? Okay? This is a sentence. Right? And these two are adjective phrases. Right? That's it. This is a sentence. What do we need for a sentence?
Need a definite and then
Mubtada
and a
cover.
Yeah.
So, right? So, let me take this out of the way for a moment.
Those are all read differently, too,
Okay.
right?
All right.
When you have the
has to be imbalanced too.
Okay.
yeah, for
All
the
right.
sentence,
Now,
Yeah.
watch.
just saying that phrase.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Let's say, I'm trying to think of something that makes sense. Okay. جميل البيت الجديد جميل.
The new
See
house
it?
is beautiful.
Okay, so grammar, al-bayt, because al-bayt, if we, from a grammatical point of view, bayt is what? No, grammar. Let's go over grammar.
Mubtada.
It's mubtada. Right? Was al-jadid. Sifa. Right? We say that's the sifa. Was jamil. The cover. Right? 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 3 words. But this is so it had nothing to do with that. This is still cover. But now, if we take this out of the picture for a moment, let's just take this out of the picture for a moment. Al-bayt is mubtada for what word? Is it for this or for this?
Al-bayt is
Mubtada bayt is mubtada.
yeah.
Is it for the word jadid or is it for jamil? Jamil. So let's take this out of the picture now. Is bayt mubtada now?
Yes.
No.
No,
It's
because
not?
it's not a
Wait a minute.
sentence now.
Oh, it's not a. Oh,
It's not a
yeah, because it's not a
sentence
sentence now. Alhamdulillah.
Right? All right. So,
It's a phrase.
right. So this here is still what? Right? Both of these here are still sifa. So the question then, if this is sifa, what's this now? What is that called? In relationship to the word sifa. Or what's the other word? Instead of sifa, we can also say
Nah.
nah.
What is it? We learned this before?
Yeah, we learned the concept before. We probably didn't realize it. This is why it's important. All right? Okay? Okay, everybody said, when we analyzing, you reading Quran, reading Hadith, whatever it is, we looking at, a whole, like this whole page. We see the whole page, but we got to break things down, and then we put it back all together. Okay? We got to see the word all for what it's worth. Right now, we're only talking about these 2 words right now. Okay? If we put everything back in place, then the fact that this is mubtada comes back into play now. But that don't change anything. What's the relationship between these 2 words only right now? That's the same thing. What's the relationship between Allah and Ar-Rahman now? Right? So what's the relationship between al-bayt and jadid? We already know that jadid is sifa. And the sifa is a what? What is a sifa? It's a, I'm not looking for a translation.
It's a
Use the word already. It's a follower.
follow.
A sifa is a follower. A sifa, right?
Yes.
Is a follower. It's jadid is follow. I can't put it here because it's not. It wouldn't be following. Right? We read Arabic. Right? Remember that direction. Right? So it has to come after this word. That's what it means following now. It's coming. So whatever. This is the word that's setting the the requirement.
So whatever characteristics that word has,
This,
that has to
take
have
it.
it.
That's the follower. All right. So based on that now, being that this here, if we know that this is a sifa and it is grammatically a sifa, what will we call this here? In Arabic, the concept that has to be applied, so you know what word to put to say this is in grammar, is that. Well, you remember that term we called ismu maf'ul? Huh? Huh? What you called it? Not the do. We have two words. We have ismu fa'il and we have ismu maf'ul.
The receiver.
The receiver.
Receiver of that.
And right, the receiver. So this word bait is, if jadid is a sifa, what's bait? Based on this word sifa or not? Put it on that pattern, maf'ul. Word starts with a mean. Maf'ul, I'm giving you the pattern.
Maf'ulun bihi?
No, I'm giving you the pattern. That's the pattern. That's the
Oh,
pattern.
that's
Put
right.
it on this pattern. Use these letters though.
Nah.
Let's use now. Let's be a little easier. You can see it. Almost. Yeah, somebody said it. There you go.
Where that came from?
Man'u is on the pattern. Maf'ul. Look, anytime we have a word that's on this pattern, right? Look, that pattern. All it tells you is that is the thing that is the recipient of something. So if jadid is a sifa and a sifa is a follower, that means now that this word bait in Arabic grammar is called a man'ut, or sifa actually comes from the verb wasafa. Wasafa. Now what's the word? What's the other word for man? We have man'ut or come on.
Ma'usuf.
That's the word.
Ma'usuf. I heard that word before.
Okay? Ma'usuf. So bait is a ma'usuf. So if we come back here looking at Allah's name, Allah is a man'ut in grammar. It's the word that's being described or being followed in this case. Okay? And Ar-Rahman, if we're gonna say that as a sifa, because again, it's technically a bedouin. We call it something else, but they're the same. They're really the same. It's just used differently. Okay. So, look, we said we're working backwards. Ar-Rahim is a not. Right. So then, what's Ar-Rahman then?
I'm not.
It's in relationship to Ar-Rahim.
It becomes the word. This becomes the
so
ma'suf.
what is it then? If this is a not, what's this then for?
The ma'suf.
It's a ma'suf then.
And then that becomes the ma'suf for that word.
Exactly. You see how? Right. That's what I said.
Rahim is not the ma'suf, right?
It is. No, Rahim is a what?
Sifa.
For what though?
For Rahman,
For
which is the
Rahman.
ma'suf. And Allah is the ma'suf for Rahman.
Right. You see?
Okay, yeah,
that's what I said. We work backwards.
That's major.
Right. So if you say Allah, right? Allah is the ma'suf for
Rahman.
Rahman. Rahman is a sifa
for
Rahim. Right? If we're gonna go fact that it's a sifa, I said it's
it's
really
a
bedu, but even if we use other terms, this is just a little more technical when we say bedu.
Rahman is a ma'suf for Rahim.
Huh?
Right.
Rahman is a ma'suf for Rahim, right?
But you said sifa, that's why he said.
Okay, shukran. Okay, all right. So, but the point I want to make sure you understand this concept of maf'ul, why that's so important.
Yeah, that was major. Yeah.
Okay.
How did this all? How did this happen? We asked one question 30 minutes and 45 minutes ago, and it went into this. Man,
I don't know. Got me today. All right.
Man, were we still on the first line?
First line. Okay. All right. But we have it. So, salah, again, this is so everybody. Salah literally means dua, to make dua. So it says, wa sallallahu, Allah ismu jalal is fa'il. Allah is the one doing it. Allah makes dua for the Prophet. Inna Allah wa malaikat yusalluna ala nabi. This is what Allah says in the Quran, right? Inna Allah wa malaikatuhu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu wa sallimu. Right? Sallu. Right? Allah says in the Quran.
It's starting off with why is not it's not a
Just no, the only value that is a new sentence. That's all. Just a new sentence. Right. It was something else came before it. It was so and so just a new sentence. Okay. So salla, right? Pat is your verb. Allah ismul jalal is your fa'il, the one doing it. Right? Ala is your preposition. Ala sayyidina. Ala is harful jar. Right? Sayyidina. Sayyidina is what? Is majrur
bi kasra.
Bi kasra because
of
what?
ala.
Alas, right? That's what ala made it majrur, right? And then Sayyidina, if you look at the character of Sayyidina, first of all, the pronoun makes it definite. When you put an attached pronoun on a noun, it makes it definite.
We know exactly
right?
who we're talking about.
And so now, if we come over and look at Muhammad, now how is Muhammad being used? Now,
it's the It's this.
Go ahead. We can use that word for now.
The sifa.
Sifa.
It's the sifa, and Sayyidina is the what's the word? Mawsuf.
Mawsuf. Right. But technically, we instead of saying sifa, we call it a badul now.
A badul.
And so it'd be the same thing. Mabdul, it's the mabdul. Instead of saying mawsuf, we just say mabdul. We just change the word. It's following the badul. That's all. Okay? Wow. What's wow?
A conjunctive.
Wow is also, right? This is, right? Wow. Wa alihi. Now, wow is a connector. It's an atf. Right? Alihi. Okay? Now, why is it alihi? Why is it majroor? Everybody see it?
Yes.
Alihi. Why is it majroor? First line.
Because of Allah?
Because of Allah.
It's a lawful be? No. It's just
Allah. What's Allah?
It's a preposition.
And what? And
Harful jar.
right. And so that right. So in other words, look, was sallallahu ala, right? Wow doesn't offer any order.
So because it's connecting all of those things.
Right. We could say was sallallahu ala alihi, wa sahbihi, wa ala Muhammad. Right. Because so wow isn't offering any order. So wow is just telling us that.
Those things are all connected.
Right. That's what the wow is for.
So the harmful jar there is still connecting all those things, so they have to all still get that ihram from that.
Exactly. Okay, wasahbihi.
Major.
And now, wasallama. And same thing, wasallama. Sallama is not also a past tense verb. See? Could have said, wasallama Allahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Right? It's just that, traditionally we use the verb salla in first. So, sallama means what? What does sallama mean? Sallama is a past tense verb, second form. Sallama, what does sallama mean? You see how she do me? She put me on the spot.
Yeah, because he told us that ain't important. That's not important. What it mean ain't important. So ain't nobody saying that. We just like he's asking for something else.
Looks like she can get away with that.
Yeah, we couldn't do that. That's why anybody said nothing.
Yes, dear. Huh? No, it's a verb. So you got to translate as a verb. Always when you have translate as a verb, it's a verb. What does it mean? Huh? Come on. To
send peace or
to say assalamu alaikum.
To say assalamu alaikum.
This is what salama means. It's to say assalamu alaikum to someone.
Oh wow. Oh, that's why people say send the salams. That's what they're saying. Okay.
Or someone says salam alayhi.
Salam alayhi.
Imperative verb, salam alayhi, means
Give such and such my salam.
Salam alayhi. Right? Okay. So some verbs work with certain prepositions. So salla works with ala. And salama also works with ala. You hear it, and when we give it, say as-salam, finish it. As-salam.
Wa alaikum.
As-salam.
Move.
Finish. Go ahead, finish.
Assalamu
alaikum.
See the preposition ala?
Yeah.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Assalamu alaikum.
Ah, okay.
Right? You hear the preposition.
Yes.
So some verbs work with certain pronouns, prepositions. So salla and sallama work with the preposition ala. Okay, to give that meaning. Right?
Oh,
Right.
Sallallahu alayhi.
Okay. 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 You want to go to the next line? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Common, right? We first act like if we was reading Al-Fatiha. Same thing. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Alhamdu. Grammatically, what do we have? Mumtaz. Mubtada. Where's cover? Where's cover? Lillahi is the cover.
Because it has to go right behind.
Lillahi, right? The cover is lillahi. That's the whole thing. Right? Lillahi. We're not talking about Rabbil Alameen now. Alhamdulillah is mubtada and cover. Okay? Rabb. What's the Arab of Rabb? See it? Rabb.
Madru kasra.
Majrur bi kasra. Why? Come on, put your thinking caps on, huh?
Because of the li.
No, because of Allah.
Almost why? Why? What is it? Huh? Exactly. Right? Who is a Rabb? Allah. Who is Allah? A Rabb Alameen.
So it's a
Badal. Exactly. Okay? And it's also, Rabb is also what grammatically? You don't see nothing in front and you don't see nothing on the end of it. It doesn't begin with Aleph and Lam. It don't end in Tanween, so that makes it a relationship. And so
Idafa.
Mudaf, right? So Rabb is Mudaf, and Alamina is the what? Mudaf ilayhi. Al-Alameen is plural. Right? Alameen is plural and is majrur with ya. Really, alimun. Right? Okay, so let's talk about this. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And then the rest of it you can see, look. What's amazing is this here. Look, look at it. What's salatu? You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Salatu is the verb, look, is the noun of the verb, salah. See it? Because we can say, if we say the Prophet's name, what do we say? Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Or you can say, as-salatu was-salamu ala. You see? So you have an option. You can use the verb or you can use the nouns. But look, the same door is mentioned again, but now instead of using the verb, the nouns are being used. Right?
Oh yeah, you do.
You see it?
Salatu wassalam. Yeah.
Right? You see it now?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Ala Sayyidina Muhammadin. And but then it's just extended. Qatim. See it? Qatim. That last line in the paragraph.
Oh, where we go?
Last line in the paragraph.
I said, Khatim.
You see it? Qatim.
Khatim, yeah.
You see it?
Khatim, man.
Qatim. Who's Qatim? Qatim is Muhammad. Who's Muhammad? Muhammad is the Qatim. Qatim before Nabiyyin. Nabi.
What's Khatim?
What's Nabi?
Prophet.
Prophet. And the prophet is the what of the prophet?
Seal.
That's what Qatim is.
I knew what it meant. I just didn't know. I knew what it meant. But then when you said it, I knew what it meant.
Seal.
Yeah, like,
Seal. Qatim has.
he says,
in
Khatim
Arabic-
Allahu ala qulubihim.
In Arabic, we have two ways of reading this word, Qatim. Right now, you see it's Qatim with fatha over the ta. That's one meaning. Or we can read it with a kesher, Qatim. They both have this. They both are permissible in Islam to read both ways. But this one with the fatha is the one that we traditionally call the seal. the seal.
What's
The other one with the kestra is like, you know how people have a, like in the old days, I forget what they call it, they had a ring or something, they would, that's the card.
A seal.
That's that, right.
That's a seal. Like you put
Right,
your
you put your
stamp
stamp
on it. Oh, so it's different.
Right, it's the same
This is
word,
like to
but-
this is like to seal
right,
something.
Right, so it's two words. One is read like this, and one can be read with the kesra under the tab.
Because that's like in Baqarah it says Khatam Allahu ala qulubihim.
Right,
It
that's
says
the
he
verb.
put a seal on their heart, like that one,
Right.
not like that one.
Right.
I see what you're
But
saying.
the same words, though, so it can be, you know, right? So,
Khatam.
Khatam is just the same, serves the same purpose as Rabbi. Like it's the idafa.
it's the nidofa, yes. But it's also the bedder, or the sifa.
Right.
So things can be multiple things.
Exactly, right, okay? Nabiyin, wa, conjunction, and imami.
And he's so he's your prophet and leader.
Of who? Mursaleen. 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 That's right, of the messengers. He's the imam of the messengers.
That's major.
This is our prophet. Mursaleen.
You peeped that, right?
It's messengers. And we're
That's a lot in there.
we use the word Rasul, right? But Allah mentions Mursil all the time in the Quran. Mursil is someone who was sent. It's the same meaning as Rasul. It's just another form. That's all. Messengers. This is Muhammad. He's the leader of the messengers. Who led the salat when they're like, who led the salat? I mean, he's the
That's
right?
Idafa.
Exactly. Another idafa. Mudaf ilayh, right?
What's okay? Idafa
Is the term, is the name of it, but the term mudaf and then mudaf ilayh.
Okay. Idafa.
Okay? All right? Okay, right. So we got that first paragraph, right? Right?
Explain to
Something we
me.
use all the time.
I want to ask you a question. When you use mudaf, what does that word actually mean? Like something that possesses something, right? No, it's
The word literally, because again, you got to go to the literal meaning.
That's what I want.
Right? If you go, it's gonna see that it means to annex, to put something side by side.
That's why you always has to be like that.
Right.
And then so mudaf ilayh is the thing being annexed.
Right.
Okay.
And then ilayhi is annexed to it.
Hold up.
Ilayhi is annexed, it's put next to it.
To it. Oh.
That's ilayhi. A pronoun always go back to the noun it's talking about.
To.
Very simple.
But it's like when you explain, like I mean, it seems like it's so much different things going on. When you explain it like that, it becomes very simple for us. For me, I don't know about y'all. It's simple
All
for
right.
me.
We're gonna hopefully maybe well, this is a larger paragraph. We maybe try to hopefully get maybe at least two sentences out of here, if not more. But I'm gonna read the whole thing first, inshallah. First, I want you to listen again. We want to practice some listening skills today. What's that?
Just don't look at the word. Just listen to you.
I mean, so it's, I mean,
Close your eyes, brother.
You can look, and then maybe I'm gonna read like maybe 2 or 3 times, and maybe like on the second or third time you can actually follow.
Okay.
You know, but I want you really just to listen. Okay. أول ما يجب على المكلف تصحيح إيمانه ثم معرفة ما يصلح به فرض عينه كأحكام الصلاة والطهارة والصيام يجب عليه أن يحافظ على حدود الله ويقف عند أمره ونهيه ويتوب إلى الله سبحانه قبل أن يسقط عليه وشروط توبة الندم على ما فات والنية ألا يعود إلى ذنب فيما بقي من أمره وأن يترك المعصية في ساعاتها إن كان متلبسا بها ولا يحل له أن يؤخر التوبة ولا يقول حتى يهديني الله فإنه من علامة الشقاء وَالْخِذْلَانِ وَتَمْسِ الْبَصِيرَةِ. Okay, let's go ahead and look at it, inshallah. Now I'll read it again. So this text says, أول ما يجب على المكلف تصحيح إيمانه ثم معرفة ما يصلح به فرض عينه كأحكام الصلاة والطهارة والصيام يجب عليه أن يحافظ على حدود الله ويقف عند أمره ونهيه ويتوب إلى الله سبحانه قبل أن يسخط عليه وشروط توبة الندم على ما فات والنية ألا يعود إلى ذنب فيما بقي من أمره وأن يدرك المعصية في ساعاتها إن كان متلبسا بها ولا يحل له أن يؤخر التوبة ولا يقول حتى يهديني الله فإنه من علامة الشقاء والخذلان وطمس البصيرة. Okay. First sentence. أول ما يجب على المكلف. أول ما يجب على المكلف. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5 words. أول ما يجب على المكلف. Okay. We know ala, so we take one word away. Awalu, we should know, maybe. Some of us may know. Awalu, do we know the word? No meaning there. Do we know the word? Na'am wallah.
No meaning.
No meaning. Don't tell me what it means. Yes or no? Do you know this word? Awalu. أول ثاني ثالث رابع خامس سادس سابع ثامن تاسع عاشر.
Yes.
أول.
Yes. نعم.
أول ما يجب. يجب, we should know this word. يجب. واجب. This is the verb يجب.
Where'd the wow go?
Oh, you wasn't here for that class? When we talk about that kind of verb that begins with wow, when you put it in the present tense, we get rid of the wow, the first letter, the wow.
Put all them different words up there.
Oh, the 12 words?
He was going to the canoe.
Yeah, remember when we said when we have verbs that begin with wow.
Okay. Yeah, I was here. I remember. I was here. Yeah, I forgot.
A verb that begins with wow. Like what yajibu is the past tense begins with wow.